Just a quick note before the video begins, a lot of people that watch the videos on my channel aren't subscribed. Subscribe, it's free, you could unsubscribe at any time. And now on to the video, enjoy.
I'm gonna make this real quick because I'll be real disappointed if Billboard gets paid for number ones, somehow manipulate the charts. I want the whole world to see this because what I'm about to show you is a forecast, right, of what every label in the world gets. Atlantic, Interscope, Republic, Columbia, Sony, Universal Music, every label gets this, right? This forecast was today, Friday, so it was sent yesterday. This is the forecast from yesterday, right? Number 1, Doja Cat, Say So. Number 2, 6ix9ine, Gooba. Number 3, The Weeknd, Blinding Lights. 4, Megan Thee Stallion. Number 5, Ariana Grande was Stuck With You. Last night, which is completely illegal, last night, last second, like last hour, Stuck With You by Ariana Grande submits 60,000 units out of nowhere, completely out of nowhere. This is the forecast they sent every label. It puts Ariana Grande with Stuck With You at 43.7, which jumps 12 points. They went from being 5th place to 1st place out of nowhere, right? It puts Gooba 40 points. So Gooba never jumps to number 1, but Ariana jumps from number 5 to number 1. And then they post for a very limited time. So Billboard, I'll be real disappointed because this is for every rapper, artist in the world, every genre. If you manipulate the charts, right, and you create bundles, let's go to Gooba, right? Let's go to Gooba real quick. Gooba streamed over 200 million streams, more than Stuck With You, Doja Cat, more than every artist that released a song this week, double the times. It's a landslide, right? Sony, Doja Cat is, I believe it was Sony. Sony placed an audit to Billboard and they said, we want to see your numbers because we're not comfortable being number 3. We want number 1. I mean, no, I think they said we're comfortable with Tekashi being number 1, but why are we number 3? So Universal Music has put an audit in and Sony has put an audit in because literally you're manipulating the charts now. So Billboard, the world is watching and saying, why y'all cheat? If y'all doing this to every artist in the world, how can an artist that works hard get number 1? How?
I think Tekashi brings up some good points. Some other points I think are a little bit flawed. Let me elaborate on them before everyone storms in the comments and just says, oh my god, how dare you agree with 6ix9ine. If we're talking just YouTube streams, Tekashi's track has about like 155 million views. And now, for those of you not familiar, now YouTube views and streams counts towards like Billboard placements compared to Ariana Grande's track, which has about like 35 million. Now, that's a significant difference. It's over 100 mil. And the counter argument some people would say is, hey, yeah, Tekashi's track has a bunch more views and a bunch more like plays on YouTube. But you could argue that, hey, YouTube isn't the only method you could get on Billboard, and YouTube isn't the only like streaming count. So you have to take a look at Spotify, you have to take a look at SoundCloud, you have to take a look at Tidal, you have to take a look at Apple Music, you have to take a look at iTunes Chart, Amazon Music, all these other streaming platforms that count for Billboard placements. I know on like the iTunes Chart, at least, they've been going back and forth. Like Tekashi was number 1, and then he dropped back down to Ariana, and then Ariana dropped back down. Tekashi number 1. They've been going like back and forth, and I believe now Ariana Grande is back to number 1. But I think the main problem that stems from this is there's not like a website where one person can check, hey, this song on this week streamed this much on Apple Music, this much on YouTube, this much on Tidal, this much on SoundCloud, this much on Amazon Music. Like, there's so many different streaming platforms for music that you would have to go through like each one to find the individual numbers. And I think another problem that arises in this scenario is that, hey, we don't have the actual chart yet, so we don't know which song is going to be number 1 next week. I think that's a lot, like, causing a lot of like the talk and controversy. Moving on to some of the things like Tekashi said himself, I'm kind of curious what the results of those audits are going to be if Universal and all these other music labels have issued audits on Billboard. I really doubt that we'll get the results of the audit, or if they found anything. I doubt like the public will know, but I'm kind of interested to see what's going to happen with that. And I think another thing that's kind of interesting is if Ariana Grande did in fact get like 60,000 streams out of nowhere, I'm kind of curious to see where those streams came from exactly. It is kind of sketch. I mean, this is just my personal opinion. This is not like based on facts or anything. This is just my opinion throwing out there. I just think that Billboard would rather have Ariana and Justin be number one than Tekashi, just given like the controversy around Tekashi. I'm giving him that benefit of the doubt. And another thing I want to talk about is that it is kind of funny that this wouldn't be the first time Billboard has done this, but it's kind of funny that in this race between Tekashi and Ariana Grande, that Billboard's like, hey, stream Ariana Grande, Justin Bieber, please. Like it just seems pretty funny to me. And again, bundles play a big role in it as well. Tekashi, as I'm not aware, hasn't had any bundles for his Gooba song. But yeah, those are my opinions on the matter. Let me know yours in the comments below. I would love to hear just everyone's take on this situation. And also let me know which track do you think is gonna go number one next week. I probably think Ariana's track gonna go number one, not in terms of numbers, in terms of just like everything we talked about in this video. Something seems like really sketchy. But yeah, peace out.